Things have fallen out so unluckily, sir, that we have had no time to move our daughter. Look, you, she loved her kinsman Tybalt dearly, and so did I. Well, we were born to die. It is very late. She'll not come down tonight. I promise you, but for your company, I would have been abed an hour ago.
These times of woe afford no time to woo. Madam, good night. Commend me to your daughter.
I will, and know her mind early tomorrow. Tonight she is mewed up to her heaviness.
Sir Paris, I will make a desperate tender of my child's love. I think she will be ruled in all respects by me. Nay, more I doubt at night. Not. Go you to Juliet ere you go to bed, and acquaint her here of my son Paris's love. And bid her, mark you me, on Wednesday next. What's up? What day is it?
Monday, my lord.
Monday. Wednesday is too soon. On Thursday, let it be, on Thursday next, she shall be married to this noble earl.
My lord, I would that Thursday were tomorrow.
Well, get you gone. Wife, go to Juliet ere you go to bed and prepare her against this wedding day. Farewell, my lord.
Wilt thou be gone? It is not yet near day. It was the nightingale and not the lark who pierced the fearful hollow of thine ear. Nightly she sings on yon pomegranate tree. Leave me, love, it was the nightingale.
It was the lark, the herald of the morn. No nightingale. Look, love, what envious streaks do lace the shivering clouds in yonder east. Night's candles are burnt out, and Jockin's day stands tiptoe in the misty mountain tops. I must be gone and live, or stay and die.
Yon light is not daylight, I know it It is some meteor that the sun exhales to be to thee this night a torchbearer, and light thee on thy way to Medula. Therefore stay yet, thou needst not be gone.
Let me be taken. Let me be put to death. So thou wilt have it so. I'll say yon grey is not the morning's eye. Tis but Cynthia's brow on yonder east. Nor that is not the lark, whose notes do beat the vaulty heavens above our heads. I have more care to stay than will to go. Come, death, and welcome. Juliet wills it so. How is my soul? Let's talk. It is not day.
It is. It is. Hie hence, begone away. It is the lark who sings so out of tune, straining harsh discords and unpleasing sharps. Oh, yet begone, more light and light it grows.
More light and light. More dark and dark it grows.
Madame! Nurse. Your lady mother makes her way to your chamber. The day is broke. Be wary. Look about.
And window let day in, and let life out.
Farewell. Farewell. One kiss, and I'll descend.
Have thou gone so, love, lord, I, husband, friend, I must hear from thee every day in the hour, for in a minute there are many days. Oh, by this count I shall be much in years ere I again behold my Romeo. Oh, thinkest thou we shall ever meet again?
I doubt it not. And all these woes shall serve as sweet sorrows for our time to come.
Oh God, I have an ill-divining soul. Methinks I see thee now thou art below as one dead in the bottom of a tomb. Either my eyesight fails or thou lookst pale.
In my eyes, so do you. Dry sorrow drinks our blood. Adieu. Adieu.
Oh, fortune, fortune, all men call thee fickle. If thou art fickle, what dost thou with him that is renowned for faith? Be fickle, fortune. And then I hope thou wilt not keep him long, but send him back.
Oh, daughter, are you up?
Why, how now, Juliet?
Madam, I am not well.
Evermore weeping for your cousin's death? What, wilt thou wash her from her grave with tears? And if thou couldst not make her live, therefore have done. Some grief shows much of love, but much of grief shows still some want of wit.
Yet let me weep for such a feeling loss.
Oh, girl, thou weepest not so much for her death, but that the villain lives which slaughtered her.
What villain, madam?
That same villain Romeo.
God pardon him. I do with all my heart, and yet no man like he doth grieve my heart.
That is because the traitor murderer lives.
Ay, madam, from the reach of these my hands, would none but I might venge my cousin's death.
We will have vengeance for it. Fear thou not. But now I'll tell thee of joyful tidings, girl.
Joy comes well in such a needy time. What is it I beseech your ladyship?
Well, thou hast a careful father, child, one who, to put thee from thy heaviness, hath sorted out a sudden day of joy, that thou expectst not, nor I looked not for.
Madam, in happy time, what day is that?
Marry, my child, early next Thursday morn, the young, gallant, noble County Paris at St. Peter's Church shall happily make thee there a joyful bride.
Now by St. Peter's Church, and Peter too, he shall not make me there a joyful bride. I wonder at this haste that I should wed ere he that should be husband comes to woo. I pray you, tell my lord and father I shall not marry yet. Or if I do, it shall be Romeo, whom you know I hate rather than Paris. Oh, these are news indeed.
Oh, here comes your father. Tell him so yourself, seeing he will take it at your hands.
When the sun sets, the air doth drizzle dew, but for the sunset of my brother's child, it rains downright. What? A conduit girl! More in tears, still raining. How now, wife? Have you delivered to her our decree?
Aye, sir, but she will have none. She gives you thanks. I would the fool were married to her grave.
Soft, take me with you, wife. How? Will she none? Does she not give us thanks? Is she not proud? Does she not count her blessed? Unworthy as she is, that we have wrought so worthy a gentleman to be her bridegroom?
Not proud you have, but thankful that you have. Proud I can never be of what I hate, but proud even for hate that is meant love.
How now? Chop logic. What is this? Proud, and I thank you, and I thank you not, and yet not proud, mistress, minion. You thank me no thankings, nor proud me no prouds, but Fettle your fine joints against Thursday next to go with Paris to St. Peter's Church, or I'll drag thee on a hurdle thither.
Fie, are you mad?
Father, I beseech you on my knees, hear me with patience, but to speak a word.
Hang thee, young baggage! Disobedient wretch! I tell thee what, get thee to church on Thursday, or never after look me in the face. Speak not, reply not, do not answer me, my fingers itch. Wife, we scarce thought us blessed that God had sent us this only child, but now I see this one is one too much, and we have a curse in having her.
You are too hot.
To answer, I'll not wed, I cannot love, I am too young, I pray you, pardon me. But as you'll not wed, I'll pardon you. Graze where you will, you shall not house with me. Look to it, think on it, I do not use to jest. Lay hand on heart, advise. Thursday is near. And you be mine, I'll give you to my friend, and you be not hang, beg, starve, die in the streets, for by my soul, I'll ne'er acknowledge thee, nor what is mine shall never do thee good. Trust to it. Bethink you, I'll not be forsworn.
Is there no pity sitting in the clouds that sees into the bottom of my grief? Oh, sweet my mother, cast me not away. Delay this marriage but a month, a week, or if you do not, make the bridal bed in that dim monument where Tybalt lies. Talk not to me, or I'll speak not a word. Do as thou wilt, for I have done with thee. Oh God. Oh nurse, how shall this be prevented? Hast thou not a word of joy, some comfort, nurse?
Faith, here it is. Romeo is banished, and all the world to nothing that he dares ne'er come back to challenge you, or if he do, it needs must be by stealth. Then, since the case stands as it now doth, I think it is best you are married with the county.
Oh, he is a lovely gentleman.
I think you are happy in the second match, for it excels your first, and even if it did not, your first is dead, or 'twere as well he were, as you being here and having no use of him.
Speakest thou from thy heart?
And my soul too,
Or else beshrew them both.
Hey, back.
What?
Well, thou hast comforted me marvelous much. Go in and tell my lady mother I am gone, having displeased my father to Lawrence's cell, to seek confession and be absolved.
I marry, I will, and this is wisely done.
Ancient damnation! Oh, most wicked fiend! Thou and my bosom henceforth shall be twain. I'll to the friar, to know his remedy, if all else fail, myself have power to die.
On Thursday, sir. The time is very short.
My father Capulet will have it so.
You say you do not know the lady's mind, and even in this course, I like it not.
Moderately she weeps for Tybalt's death. And therefore have I little talked of love, for Venus smiles not in a house of tears. Now, sir, her father counts it dangerous that she doth give her sorrow so much sway, and in his wisdom haste our marriage to stop the inundation of her tears, which, too much minded by herself alone, may be put from her by society. Now do you know the reason of this haste?
Would I knew not why it should be slowed. Look, sir. Here comes the lady towards my cell.
Happily met, my lady and my wife.
That may be, sir, when I may be a wife.
That maybe must be, love, on Thursday next.
What must be, shall be.
That's a certain text.
Come you to make confession to this father?
To answer that, should I confess to you?
Do not deny to him that you love me.
I will confess to you that I love him.
So shall ye, I am sure, that you love me.
If I do so, it will be of more price being spoken behind your back than to your face.
Poor soul, thy face is much abused with tears.
The seers have got small victory by that. It was bad enough before their spite.
Thou wrong'st it more than tears with that report.
That is not slander, sir, which is a truth. And what I spake it to my face.
Thy face is mine, and thou hast slandered it.
And may be so, for it is not mine own. Are you at leisure, Holy Father, now, or shall I come to you at evening mass?
My leisure serves me, pensive daughter, now. My lord, we must entreat the time alone.
God shield I should disturb devotion. Juliet, on Thursday early will I rouse ye. Till then, adieu, and keep this holy kiss.
Oh, shut the door. And when thou hast done so, come weep with me past hope, past cure, past help.
Juliet, I already know thy grief.
Tell me not, friar, that thou hear'st of this, unless thou tell me how I may prevent it. Or if in thy wisdom thou canst give no help, do thou but call my resolution wise, and with this knife I'll help it presently. God joined my heart and Romeo's, thou our hands, and with this hand, by thee to Romeo sealed, shall be the label to another deed, or my true heart, with treacherous revolt, turn to another, this shall slay them both. Therefore, out of thy long experience time, give me some present counsel, or if thou canst not, this bloody knife twixt my extremes and me shall play the umpire. Be not so long to speak, I long to die if what thou speaks not of remedy.
Hold, daughter, I do spy a kind of hope which craves as desperate an execution as that is desperate which we would prevent. If rather than to marry County Paris, thou hast the strength of will to slay thyself, then is it likely thou wilt undertake a thing like death, to chide away this present shame? That copest with death in order to escape from it. And if thou darest, I'll give thee remedy.
Oh, bid me leap, rather than marry Paris from off the battlements of yonder tower, or bid me go into a new-made grave and hide me with a dead man in his shroud. Things that to hear them told have made me tremble, and I will do it without fear or doubt, to live an unstained wife to my sweet love.
Hold then. Go home. Be merry. Give consent to marry Paris. Wednesday is tomorrow. Tomorrow night look that thou lie alone. Let not thy nurse lie with thee. Take thou this vial, being then in bed, and this distilled liquor drink thou off. For presently through all thy veins shall run a cold and drowsy humor. For no pulse shall keep his native progress, but surcease. No breath, no warmth testify thou livest. The roses in thy lips and cheeks shall fade to pally ashes. Thy eyes' windows fall, like death, when he shuts up the day of life. Each part deprived of supple government shall stiff and stark and cold appear like death, and in this borrowed likeness of shrunk death thou shalt continue 42 hours, and then awake as from a pleasant sleep. When the bridegroom in the morning comes to rouse thee from thy bed, there art thou dead. Then, as the manner of our country is, in thy best robes uncovered on the bier, thou shalt be borne to the same ancient vault where all the kindred of the Capulets lie. In the meantime, against thou shalt awake, shall Romeo by my letters know our drift, and he and I will watch thy waking, and that very night shall Romeo bear thee away to Mantua, and shall free thee from this present shame.
Oh, give me, tell me not of fear.
Hold, get you gone. Be strong and prosperous in this resolve.
Love, give me strength, and strength shall help afford.
What, is my daughter gone to Friar Lawrence?
Aye, forsooth.
Well, you may chance to do some good on her. A peevish, self-willed harlotry it is.
Look how she comes from shrift with merry look.
How now, my headstrong? Where have you been gadding?
Where I have learned me to repent the sin of disobedient opposition to you and your behests, and am enjoined by holy Lawrence to fall prostrate here, and beg your pardon. Pardon, I beseech you. Henceforth am I ever ruled by you.
Let me see the count. Go tell him of this. I'll have this knot knit up tomorrow morning.
I met the youthful lord at Lawrence's cell, and gave him what becomed love I might, not step o'er the bounds of modesty.
Why, I am glad on it. This is well. Stand up. This is as it should be. Let me see the county. Aye, Mary, go, I say, fetch him hither now afore God. This reverend holy friar, our whole city is much bound to him.
Nurse, come with me into my closet to help me sort such needful ornaments as you think it fit to furnish me tomorrow.
We shall be short in our provision. 'Tis now near night.
Well, I will walk myself to County Paris to prepare him up against tomorrow. My heart is wondrous light since this same wayward girl is so reclaimed.
Aye, those attires are best. Gentle nurse, I pray thee, leave me to myself tonight, for I have need of many orisons to move the heavens to smile upon my state, which, as thou well knowest, is cross and full of sin. Farewell. God knows when we shall meet again. Oh, I have a faint, cold fear thrills through my veins that almost freezes up the heat of life. I'll call them back again to comfort me. Nurse! What should she do here? My dismal scene, I needs must act alone. Come, vial. If this mixture do not work at all, shall I be married then tomorrow morning? No, no. This shall prevent it. Lie thou there. Romeo, I come. This do I drink to thee.
What? Up and in your clothes and down again. I needs must wake you. Lady. 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 Alas! Alas, help! Help! My lady's dead! Oh, where did thou ever born? Was some aquafina? Help my lord, my lady!
What noise is here?
Oh, look! How lamentable day!
What is the matter?
Oh, heavy day!
Oh, me.
Oh, me,
My child! My only life! Look up! Revive, or I shall die with thee! Help! Help! Call help! Oh! All things that we ordained festival turn from their office to black funeral. Our instruments to melancholy bells, our solemn hymns to sullen dirges change, our bridal flowers serve for a buried corse, and all things change them to the contrary.
If I may trust the flattering truth of sleep, my dreams presage some joyful news at hand. My bosom's lord sits lightly in his throne, and all this day an unaccustomed spirit lifts me above the ground to comforting news. I dreamt my lady found me dead. Strange dream that gives dead men leave to think. And breath such life with kisses on my lips that I revived and was an emperor. How sweet is love itself possessed, when but love's shadows are so rich in joy. News from Verona. How now, Benvolio? Does thou have letters from my friar? How doth my lady? Is my father well? How fares Juliet? That I ask again, for nothing can be well or ill if she be well.
That she is well, and nothing can be ill. Her body sleeps in Capel's monument, and her immortal part with angels lives. I saw her laid low in her kindred's vault, and presently took post to tell it you. Oh, pardon me for bringing such ill news.
Is it even so? Then I defy you, stars!
I beseech you, sir, have patience. Thou looks are pale and wild, and do import some misadventure.
Tush, thou art deceived. Hast thou no letters to me from the friar? No matter. Get thee gone. Well, Juliet, I'll sleep with thee tonight. Let's see for means. O mischief, thou art swift to enter the thoughts of desperate men.
Sweet flower, with flowers thy bridal bed I strew. Oh woe, thy canopy is dust and stone, which with sweet water I will nightly dew. Or, wanting that, with tears distilled by moans, the obsequies that I for thee will keep nightly shall be to strew thy grave and weep. This is that banished haughty Montague, that murdered my love's cousin, with which grief it is supposed the fair creature died. Stop thy unhallowed toil, vile Montague. Can vengeance be pursued further than death? Condemned villain, I do apprehend thee. Obey and come with me, for thou must die.
I must indeed. Therefore came I hither. Good, gentle youth, tempt not a desperate man. Think upon these gone, let them affright thee. I beseech thee, youth, put not another sin upon my head. By urging me to fury, be gone! By heaven, I love thee better than I love myself, for hither I came armed against myself. Stay not, be gone. Live, and bid thee a madman's mercy make you run away.
I do defy thy conjurations, and apprehend thee for a felon here.
Wilt thou provoke me? Then have at me!
I am slain. If thou art merciful, open the tomb. Lay me with Juliet.
In faith I will. Let me peruse this face. Mercutio's kinsman, noble county Paris. Give me thy hand, one writ with me in sour misfortune's book. How oft, when men are at the point of death, have they been merry? My love, my wife, why art thou so fair? Shall I believe that death is amorous, and that the lean, abhorred monster keeps thee here in the dark to be his paramour? For fear of that, I will stay with thee. Eyes, look your last. Arms, take your last embrace. And lips, oh, the doors of death, seal with a righteous kiss, a dateless bargain with engrossing death. Here's to my love. true apothecary. My drugs are quick. Thus with a kiss, I die.
Romeo? Black. Black, what is this which stains the stony entrance of the sepulchre? What means this masterless and gory sword to lay discolored in this place of peace? Romeo. Oh, pale. Who else? Paris, too, and steeped in blood. What an unkind hour is guilty of this lamentable chance?
Oh, comfortable friar. Where's my lord? I know well where I should be, and there I am. Where's my Romeo?
I hear a noise. Lady, come from that nest of death, contagion, and unnatural sleep. A greater power than we can contradict hath thwarted our intents. Come away. Thy husband in thy bosom lies dead, and Paris too. Come, good Juliet. I'll dispose of thee amongst a sisterhood of holy nuns. Come away. Dare not to stay. The watch is coming. I dare stay no longer.
Go, get thee hence, for I will not away. What's this? Cup closed in my true love's hand. Poison I see, and in his time's end. Oh, churl, drunk all, and let no friendly drop down me after. I will kiss thy lips. Haply some poison yet doth hang on them to make die with the restorative. Thy lips are warm. Yea, noise. And I'll be brief. Oh, happy dagger. This is thy sheath. Ah! There, rust, and let me die.
What should it be that is so shrieked abroad? Oh, some in the streets cry Romeo, some Juliet, and some Paris, and all run with open outcry towards our mon. Oh, heavens. Oh, life, look how my daughter faints. This dagger hath mistaken, for lo, his house is empty on the back of Montague and is missheathed in my daughter. Oh me, this sight is as a bell which warns my old age to a sepulchre.
Oh, thou untaught! What matter is in this that thou should press before thy mother to a grave?
Seal up the mouth of outrage for a while till we can clear these ambiguities and know their spring, their head, their true descent. Then will I be general of your woes and lead you even to death. Meantime, forbear and let mischance be slave to patience. This letter doth make good the friar's words, the course of their love, the tidings of their death. And here he writes that he did come and buy a poison of a poor apothecary, and came therewithal to this vault to die and lie with Juliet. Where are these enemies? Capulet, Montague. See what a scourge is laid upon your hate, that heaven finds means to kill your joys with love. And I, for winking at your discords, to have lost a brace of kinsmen, all are punished.
Oh, Sister Montague, give me thy hand. This is my daughter's jointure, for no more can I demand.
A glooming peace is warning what it brings. The sun for sorrow will not show his head. Go hence to have more talk of these sad things. Some shall be pardoned and some punished. For never was the story of more woe than this of Juliet and her Romeo.